It is stumps on day 4 of the DULEEP Trophy encounter between West Zone and South Zone. The match is very evenly poised. In a low-scoring match at the M. Chinnaswamy Stadium, you've seen scores of 213 and 230 by South Zone, only for West Zone to capitulate in the most bizarre circumstances, out for 146. And now, the situation is such that heading into the final day, South Zone need 5 wickets to ensure that they win the trophy emphatically and also, if I say, undisputed after 2010-11. For West Zone, they need 116 runs. Now, the focus in this DULEEP Trophy is on the form of certain players. The 4 that are there in this photo, their form is very, very important because Surya Yadav, if you look at him, he's touted as one of the backups and is expected to get a run in Test cricket in the near future, say by December. Sarfaraz Khan, always in the periphery but never in the center. That is the problem. Pujara, basically in the last leg of his first class and Test career for India and for the zones that he plays. Prithvi, the youngster who could do well but now has been plagued by form, fitness and disciplinary issues for the past 2 years. Now, how did they fare in this DULEEP Trophy? I will give you a brief interpretation of all of that. But at the same time, I'll give you the match situation also as to where West Zone and South Zone stand at this point. So, South Zone gave a big target to West Zone. Remember, in this entire match, they will have to chase down 298, which is the highest at this point. Priyank Panchal, another domestic behemoth who continues to churn runs just for fun. He too has not gotten his due when it comes to Indian domestic cricket, and that is why his 92, if he gives West Zone the title, it will be fantabulous indeed. Because Priyank Panchal, for the past 3 to 4 seasons, if you think Sarfaraz has been consistent, Priyank Panchal has also been very, very consistent. His unbeaten 92 now holds the key. Surya and Pujara, Surya Yadav and Pujara failed yet again. Sarfaraz and Prithvi, they had a very mixed final. A 50 in the first innings but failed in the second. But the most decisive moment in the entire final came when there were 4 overs left. Sarfaraz, who was gunning towards a 50, he fell, and that is why now the game is blown wide open. 192 for 5, and because of that now, South Zone and West Zone, it is a rather 50-50 kind of a situation. So, West Zone need 116 runs to win in chase of 298. South Zone need 5 wickets. Priyank Panchal with 92. That's all you can ask for, because Vidwat Kaverappa and Kaushik, these 2 right-arm pacers from Karnataka, they have ensured that South Zone can break their 12-year jinx, or if you may say 10 years, because they shared it with North Zone, but now undisputed if they want to win it after 12 years. But West Zone are the behemoths and they have got depth in the batting as displayed by Priyank Panchal's batting. So, Panchal and the tail will now have to ensure that West Zone reach the mark. But how did the 4 players on whom India have got eyes on? Pujara, probably people will say maybe one last comeback. Prithvi Shaw, maybe he can come back. Sarfaraz Khan, can he get his due? Surya Yadav, is he really cut out for red ball cricket? Because the first player that we look at this is Surya Yadav. Now, Surya Yadav in the first innings, 8 runs, fell cheaply. In the next innings, he got off the mark in a very streaky manner and then he got out. 4 runs, a combined total of 12 in a DULEEP Trophy final. Agreed. He scored a couple of 50s for Mumbai in the start of the Ranji Trophy season, but since then, white ball form also plummeted for a brief while until it came back for the IPL for Mumbai Indians, but that too towards the fag end. But in red ball cricket, Surya Yadav really continues to struggle, and one wonders whether from December onwards, if India are to choose their test team, does Surya Yadav really feature in their plans? Sarfaraz, yet another season Yet another era in which he could not break it into the Indian cricket team. After over 900 runs and an average of close to 75 or 80 in 3 to 4 seasons, Sarfaraz finds himself out in the Indian cricket team. Many thought maybe he could be chosen for the West Indies tour, but no. If Sarfaraz now has a chance, if he does well in the domestic season yet again, there is a faint hope that he could come for the South Africa series. He got dismissed for 0. In the second innings, he was giving great support to Priyank Panchal, but with just 4 overs to go, he was dismissed, and that is why 48 of 76, yet again, a case of could have delivered better, but unfortunately fell short. So Sarfaraz yet again has had a very middling DULEEP Trophy. A duck in the first innings did not help his matters. Plus his confidence and his morale is at an all-time low after being ignored yet again by the Indian team. But if you have to look at it, where is the position for Sarfaraz Khan? You may argue that numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are all settled. Where does he bat? Yes, you may argue that Rahane is in, but getting Rahane in probably 2 steps back, but you cannot ignore the fact that he did well in the IPL and in the World Test Championship final. Cheteshwar Pujara. Perhaps the omission from the West Indies tour could signal the end of his career. But however, many members of the Indian team management have said that he's just been rested. He's not been omitted. So, rest, omission, whatever way you want to look at it, if Cheteshwar Pujara doesn't have a good domestic season, then his chances of being picked for the South Africa tour are very minimal now in December. So, 9 of 38, 15 of 47, and that is the reason why 24 runs in this entire match. Half of what Sarfaraz has done, but definitely much more than Surya Yadav. Cheteshwar Pujara yet again has not silenced his naysayers, unfortunately. Prithvi Shaw. Once again, started out with 65 in the first innings. He looked very good and maybe there was a bit of hope. But in the second innings fell for 7. So among all these players, Prithvi Shaw has been the one who's impressed at the top for West Zone. 72 runs. Much more than Pujara, Sky and also Sarfaraz. But yet again, where is the position? Shaw's position has also been weakened by the fact that now Yashasvi Jaiswal has done well in the Indian cricket team in the West Indies. Now he will be the opener. Now in case of Pujara doesn't make it, Shubman Gill is there at number 3. Then you've got Virat Kohli. Number 5, but Shaw doesn't bat at number 5. And remember, his lean of poor scores in the past 2 years has not made it any easier for his comeback. With Jaiswal doing well, Shubman also doing well, the door seems to have shut on Prithvi Shaw's chances. And that's why now this DULEEP Trophy final, West Zone could very well win it, South Zone could very well win it. But if you have to look at what chances are there for these guys to feature in the Indian cricket team, it is very unlikely. Cheteshwar Pujara, we know, barring a brilliant season, he may not make the cut for South Africa. Surya Yadav yet again has not shown that he can overcome his problems in red ball cricket. White ball, he's supreme. T20 ice, may I just add. Then if you look at it, Priyank Panchal, a domestic behemoth just like Sarfaraz, you've seen when was the last time an Indian domestic talent broke through into the national side. You'll have to go back to Mayank Agrawal in 2018. So, these 4 players with different contrasting fortunes, but none that have been dramatic. Surya Kumar failed, Sarfaraz middling, Prithvi middling, Pujara middling. Let us be brutally honest. All these 4 guys, who do you see featuring in South Africa? Very practically, looking at the positions, looking at the team members, looking at the form, who do you think can feature in South Africa? In my honest opinion, none feature. Thank you so much folks for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live, and don't forget we are on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. Thank you.